Nick, I would have added a solid third, but honestly, he's closer to fourth than he is to first. I know some of you don't want to.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. I usually stay out of drama over here on the channel. My main focus is promoting the athletes, but Bob Cicherillo recently put out some statements that I really disagree with, and that is what we are going to discuss in today's video. And I went back and forth about making this video because, as you guys know, I mostly cover bodybuilding news, but my main purpose for making this channel was because I disagreed so much with what other channels were saying. I wanted to put out my own opinion. And before we get into what was actually said by Bob Cicherillo, let me set the scene for you guys. So Nick Cicherillo actually put out a video a day ago discussing the scorecards from the 2023 Arnold Classic. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. Definitely a great watch. But Nick was basically saying he doesn't understand how Samson Dowda got perfect scores from the prejudging. Now, I don't think he was disagreeing with Samson winning, but to me also, it is a little strange with straight first places, because most people would say between the top three, Samson didn't win any poses. Andrew took the front poses, Nick took the side, the back, and the most muscular. Now, you guys can argue about that in the comment section below. And Bob recently put out a response video to Nick Cicherillo, and while I was watching this video, there was a specific 40 seconds that I really disagreed with, especially from a guy that's up there on the stage seeing these guys up close. Now, maybe I could be crazy, but we are going to discuss this today. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. This is going to be a good one.
If shows can be won from the back, then they can be lost from the front. And from the front, there's no comparison. Samson dusts everybody. Personally, I got Andrew Jacked in second, and I'll tell you why. Andrew Jacked is closer to Samson in terms of physique, height, weight, proportion, symmetry, all that good stuff. Tremendous physique. He looked great. At the end of the day, I would have had him as runner-up. Nick, I would have added a solid third, but honestly, he's closer to fourth than he is to first. I know some of you don't want to hear that, but I'm purely looking at things objectively. I don't have a horse. Nick, I would have added a solid third, but honestly, he's closer to fourth than he is to first.
And I want to start out by saying, with all due respect to Bob Cicherillo, I believe he just said two of the most inaccurate statements I have ever heard in my life. Now, let's start from the beginning. He said from the front, Samson absolutely dusts everyone. Let me know in the comment section below if you believe Samson Dowda dusts Andrew Jacked, the Mona Lisa, from the front. And there's nothing against Samson at all. I believe he has the second best front shots in the show, even though Nick Walker takes him in the ab and thigh. But to say that Samson dusts everyone from the front, like Andrew Jacked isn't even in the show, that's a very far-fetched statement, especially coming from a guy that's on the stage looking at these guys. Let me know in the comment section below you guys' thoughts on that statement. And let's talk about the second statement that Bob made that I really disagree with, that prompted me to make this video, and that was a statement about Nick Walker. And actually, let's roll the footage one more time just in case you guys didn't hear him correctly.
Nick, I would have added a solid third, but honestly, he's closer to fourth than he is to first.
And after listening to that statement by Bob Cicherillo at least 50 times, I have confirmed this is what I have ever heard in my entire life. Now, first, I have to say, Andrew Jacked has the best genetics in bodybuilding today. He already has some of the best front shots in bodybuilding history. This guy has Mr. Olympia written all over him. But in my personal opinion, you cannot make an argument for Andrew beating Nick from the side or from the back at all. And by Nick Walker taking the most muscular award, I would assume that the judges think he has the best most muscular in the show. So I would say that Nick beats Andrew in 5 out of 8 mandatory poses. And Bob's argument in that video was you have to take the symmetry round into account, even though it isn't judged, which is the front and back relaxed as well as the quarter turns. But if it isn't judged, how do you take that into account? But anyway, Bob's initial statement was Nick Walker was closer to fourth place than first place. Not only am I going to disagree with that statement, but I'm going to say that Andrew Jacked was closer to fourth place than he was to second place. I believe you can make an argument for Big Ramy beating Andrew Jacked more than you can make an argument for Andrew Jacked beating Nick Walker by bodybuilding standards. And it seems like bodybuilding standards are almost changing from show to show. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the current state of judging in bodybuilding? And don't worry about Big Ramy. My next video is probably going to be on him. We have a lot to talk about. But I think I got my point across. So just to wrap up this video, Bob Cicherillo said that Samson Dowda absolutely dusted everyone in the front shots. I disagree with that. I think Andrew Jack absolutely destroyed everyone from the front. He also said that Nick Walker was closer to 4th place than 1st. I disagree with that. I'm going to say that Andrew was closer to 4th than 2nd. And I actually had Big Ramy over Andrew Jack. Go ahead and dislike the video. That's just my personal opinion. And in case Bob sees this video, which he probably will, I think you should take a little less time making YouTube content and more time doing your job, which is advocating for the athletes. Classic physique guys still get their height checked for every single show. That is a very serious problem. Also, we need a boost in that classic weight cap, or we need it removed altogether. We are losing great athletes in the classic physique division because they can't make the weight. Also, Courage Opara fasted for almost 3 days to make weight for the Arnold Classic. We need some advocating done, a little less talking. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.